Hey loves, welcome back to Majestic Mondays. It's the first Monday of November, and we're stepping into a whole new season. One that's about reflection, harvest, and gratitude, okay? The leaves are changing. The air feels so different, and maybe you've been noticing some changes within yourself too. This is the season where we slow down to see what's actually grown. Sometimes life is like a full circle. Like this year, there are a lot of lessons that I have faced, some boundaries that I've honored, and some projects that I've completed. Some things didn't go as planned, but it brought me something more valuable. It taught me lessons, right? For example, this podcast. This is something that, not to say that I completed, but I have completed on wanting to start up my podcast again, right? And so for me to do that and still show up, I had to create something that will allow me or challenge me to show up every week, right? And Majestic Mondays is definitely something that has really kept me on a consistent basis. I missed 1 week, but 1 week out of 2 months, I think that's actually still pretty good. And also, sometimes we need to rest. Sometimes we don't have to show up 100% of the time, right? Because you're not going to always be 100%. You need to rest and give yourself that 25% to just kind of chill so that you can add that to the 75% and be 100 again. Does that make sense? If not, that's okay, because sometimes I be losing y'all. Or not, who knows? Some other lessons I've learned throughout this year was really just trust yourself, listen to what you need, and also advocate for yourself, right? That goes with boundaries, one-on-one, like learning who you are, understanding what you need, effectively communicating and being more clear about those things to other people. And if they have the ability to match and understand and respect those boundaries, then um it allows you to create something beautiful, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's your colleagues at work, whether it's students if you're a teacher, or whether it's just your friends or family. Some things don't work out too, right? So if you were to communicate these things and it doesn't go in a way that's like in your favor, technically it will be in your favor because what isn't for you is not going to always work out, right? Like we want to think like of a harvest, right? So when we think of harvest, we often picture like abundance and like joy and all these like great things, right? But the truth is, not every seed we plant grows the way we hoped, right? Some dreams shift, some of them fade, some show us lessons that we really didn't expect. And that's still a harvest, right? Harvest isn't about perfection, it's about perception. It's realizing that every experience, good or bad, has helped you in becoming more aligned with who you really, really are, okay? I want you to take a breath with me and just pause. Think about what this season has brought into your life. What are you harvesting right now? Maybe it's patience, maybe it's strength, maybe it's a deeper understanding of your needs. Whatever it is, honor it because you grew that. So just take a moment and think about what you're harvesting right now. And while you think about that, I'm going to talk about my own personal harvest. There are some harvests, there's a lot of harvests actually that showed up this season. And my main important one that I am learning more about, well, there's two: emotional growth and self-awareness. With some of those, I had to learn how to trust and forgive and have empathy, more empathy than I ever had in the past. Um, and with that, my emotional growth grew tremendously. And it also helps when there are people in your life who are validating your emotions and your experience. And then it also allows you to see what's behind that emotional turbulence, right? In my case, I have a lot of emotions and I can become very sensitive to certain things. And that's my self awareness, right? I know these things about me. However, having those people in your life who validate and just allow you to open up and be vulnerable gives you more understanding of like, okay, why am I feeling this way? And you're able to talk it out. Obviously, my goal is to be able to have that emotional understanding alone, right? Prior to just going to people and being like, oh my God, I need help with this. Or just, I want to be able to have that understanding of like what is going on within me and my nervous system. And I see a lot of emotional growth within myself. I've learned to forgive a lot more, not even just others, but myself as well, which allows me to kind of slow it down and allows my nervous system to be more at ease and more at peace. And in order for that to happen, I have to trust myself, trust what I'm going through, and trust that I'll always have my back, trust that I will make it through any and everything because I have before, right? So I just want you to know that this is your reminder, okay? You are allowed to celebrate your small wins. You are allowed to rest while you grow. You are allowed to release what didn't bloom because not everything was meant to. Every version of you this year has added to the soil of who you are becoming. You know that, right? So I want you to repeat after me. And I want you to embody this. I want you to take these with you and remember that when you affirm it, you you will see so much more come into fruition. Okay? Repeat after me out loud or silently to yourself so you can take it in. I am grateful for the lessons my journey has grown. I honor my progress, both seen and unseen. I release what no longer serves my season. I trust the timing of my harvest. You've planted, y'all. You've tended and you've grown. Now it is time to receive. Okay? Thank you for joining me for another Majestic Mondays. As we move through November, remember your growth is sacred and your harvest is here, even if it looks different than you imagined, okay? Go into your week with gratitude, grace, and grounded energy. I'll see you next Monday.